Everyone, welcome to teachrai.me. Today in this lecture we will discuss about the diseases caused due to protozoans. We've already covered the lectures regarding the protozoans in the previous videos. So if you want to know what are protozoans, please watch the previous videos. So today we'll discuss about the diseases caused due to protozoans. So the protozoans are the main parasites that causes diseases in the humans. Yes. So what are the diseases they cause? They are microscopic actually. First of all, they are microscopic. That is, we need a microscope. What we need is we need a microscope to see them. Is it not? So we need a microscope to see those protozoans, and they are unicellular. Like us, we are multicellular. We have millions of cells in our body. We have millions of cells, but the protozoans, when seen through the microscope, are the unicellular organisms. That is, they have only one cell. Infection caused due to the protozoans are contagious. Okay, so the protozoans lived in the human intestines. Most of the protozoans live in the human intestine. They invade the human intestine. The infections can be spreaded from the fecal matter also. Okay, whatever we excrete, the infections will be spread through those fecal matter when comes into contact with mouth. Okay, so the diseases caused due to protozoans are, first of all, they may cause amoebiasis, they may cause giardiasis, trypanosomiasis, leishmaniasis, and trichomoniasis. Okay, these are some list of the diseases caused by the protozoans. So let's move to the further slide and learn about amoebiasis. What is amoebiasis? Yes, what is amoebiasis? It is called as amoebic dysentery. It is mainly caused by entamoeba histolytica. It is mainly caused by entamoeba histolytica. Okay, it is the protozoan. It is the protozoan which causes this disease called as amoebiasis. Okay, so how does it causes? It secretes, what it secretes? This entamoeba. Suppose assume it as an entamoeba. It secretes histolytic enzyme that causes ulcers. It secretes histolytic enzymes. It causes ulcers which ruptures and discharges the blood and mucus into the intestine that passes with stool. Suppose this is entamoeba histolytica. Okay, and it has invaded the large intestine. Suppose assume it as a large intestine. What does it does here? It releases some what? It releases some enzymes. Okay, there are some harmful enzymes. It releases the enzymes. These enzymes, when comes into contact with the wall of the large intestine, they causes the ulcers. Okay, these ulcers when burst, it releases the blood to the, of course, large intestine ends into anus, is it not? So from the anus they are discharged via stool. Stool means the fecal matter. Okay, so the entamoeba histolytica, when invaded the large intestine, when it comes into the, when it enters the large intestine, what does it does? It will release some harmful enzyme, that is histolytic enzyme, in the large intestine, which causes ulcers in the large intestine, some swelling like, and the mucous membrane, right to the intestinal membrane, right below the intestinal membrane is the mucous membrane. Okay, this mucous membrane also gets swell up. It also swells up. So after swelling up, it will burst. Okay, this will burst and releases what? It releases blood into the stool. Okay, so the transmission, so how does it transmits? It transmits via what? It transmits via feces or contaminated water. Whenever the water is contaminated, like with stool or with some other fecal matter, so this bacteria gets the chance to invade the body. Is it not? This bacteria gets the chance to invade the body. So let's discuss the symptoms of this bacteria. The symptoms are blood with stools and colon is inflamed. Inflamed means bulging. Okay, let us suppose if the colon is like this, it's not like this actually. If it is like this, then it gets inflamed, bulged. Okay, it gets inflamed. So this was regarding amoebiasis. So let's get an overview of this. It is also known as amoebic dysentery and is caused by the protozoan Entamoeba histolytica. They secrete histolytic enzymes. Okay, they secrete histolytic enzymes into the what? Into the intestinal wall. Into the intestinal wall. Is it not? And they cause ulcers. When these ulcers gets burst, they releases the blood into the stool. The blood gets discharged out from the stool. Okay, this is the diagram of Entamoeba histolytica. So let's see this diagram. So this is the plasma membrane, we call it as plasma lemma. Okay, the inside cytoplasm, we call it as, it is differentiated into two forms. The cytoplasm is differentiated into ectoplasm and endoplasm. Okay, and the nucleus is the cartwheel shaped nucleus. Cartwheel, CARTWHEEL, cartwheel shaped. Okay, it is cartwheel shaped nucleus, hence it is called cartwheel shaped nucleus, because the wheel of it resembles, this nucleus resembles like wheel. Okay, see here, this nucleus is like something like wheel. We know cartwheel, right? The horses will pull or the bullocks will pull the cart, hence it is called cartwheel. It's looking like cart, is it not? Okay, the next disease caused by the protozoans are giardiasis. It is caused by whom? It is caused by flagellated parasite called giardia. It is a parasite, it is a protozoan parasite called giardia. Giardia also lives in the intestine, but small intestine. You correct it with one more L. Small intestine of man. It bears two nuclei and four pairs of flagella. Okay, it feeds upon what? Amino acids of the host. Whatever the proteins the body generate, it completely feeds on it. It completely eats the proteins. Okay, so how it transmits? It also transmits with contaminated feces. When the feces go into the mouth, from there it travels the small intestine, and in the small intestine the giardia multiplies itself, hence it feeds on the amino acids, then again it discharges from the feces, and this cycle goes on repeated. Okay, next disease is trypanosomiasis. It is also called as African sleeping sickness. Okay, and also called as Gambian fever. These are the point we must remember. These 2 points we must remember. It is carried by what? Sese fly. It is like mediator which carries the protozoan. Suppose we say this as a fly. Suppose we assume it as a fly. It carries this trypanosomia. Okay, the disease is fairly damaging the human body and causes serious illness. Okay, it also lives in the intestine. Okay, so how does it transmits? How this disease is transmitted? By the bite of say fly. Okay, by the bite of say fly. And what are the symptoms of it? The symptoms include confusion, insomnia, weight loss, difficulty in walking. Okay, so you can see the diagram here. This is the diagram for this. Okay, overall I will provide the PDF at the end of the video in the description box. Now what's leishmaniasis? This is another disease which is caused by protozoan. Okay, it is also called as kala azar. Okay, so now how it's transmitted? By the bite of sand fly. The previous one, that is trypanosomiasis. This is caused by the bite of what? By the bite of say fly. And this leishmaniasis is caused by the bites of sand fly. Okay, note the difference. Trypanosomiasis is caused by the bite of say fly, and leishmaniasis is caused by the bite of sand fly. Okay, leishmaniasis is of two types, visceral and cutaneous. Visceral leishmaniasis is called as kala azar, and which is most severe and potentially fatal. It can cause the death. It is caused by Leishmania donovani. It is caused. Okay, and cutaneous leishmaniasis. Cutaneous means what we know. Cutaneous, we have heard the term cutaneous respiration, right? Cutaneous respiration, it means what? Respiration through skin. So that this term cutaneous means skin. Okay, so this cutaneous leishmaniasis means this parasite that affect the skin. It only affects the skin, and it causes skin sores. Delete this s. Okay, it causes skin sores which will enlarge and become deeper as the disease progresses without treatment. If we don't treat it, it causes skin sores. It causes holes in the skin. From those holes this parasite will enter. Okay, you can see the diagram here. This is the nucleus, this is the kinetoplast, basal body from which the flagella arises. Now let's go into trichomoniasis. This disease is caused by the parasite Trichomonas. Okay, Trichomonas is a parasite which causes trichomoniasis. The body is rounded with a nucleus. The body is round with a nucleus and axostyle, a parabasal body, and it also has 6 flagella. I forgot to mention the diagram. It causes the disease called vaginitis. Okay, so it is transmitted by sexually. Symptoms includes inflammation of genital organs like vagina in females, vaginal discharge and burning sensation. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe and help the needy ones. Thank you. Thanks a lot.